Hello everyone, today we'll be tackling the Duel on Mustafar, which is going to be hot and spicy today with its 208 pieces, which is quite a lot for a $20 set. This is set 75269, rated for ages 7 and up, and things are heating up in here because we do get Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker as expected in this very, very deadly battle on Mustafar here. Now, we do get a lot of detail, we get some droids here, we get some lava here as well, which is to be expected, some magma as well, and the little bit of the fork in the road, the toppling tower, as you will, here as well to kind of balance everything out. You know, a lot of play features in this set, and also some memories to be had. Over on the back of the box, we get the spinniness over on the left, followed up by the little bit of the hot and fiery launcher over there. We get the toppling tower feature, and we also get the split function to diversify your duel here. But let's jump into Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker. When you think about any kind of duel, especially the duel on Mustafar, there's no two characters that could come close to even being in a set like this other than Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So Anakin over here with his dark brown and black robes here, a little bit tattered after the battle. He's ready to kind of get started with his robes there, kind of draping down with his belt full of utilities to kind of help him through the battle. With a little bit of burn scarring there, reaching his torso with a bit of open V-neck there, but much larger to kind of show off his dark brown robes there. He does have some dark brown arms, which contrast with the black there. His head, a bit more focused in this one. He hasn't fully burned alive yet, so he's still in that state of focus. He has not worried about Obi-Wan having the high ground yet, with his brown flowy hair up at the top and a casual blue lightsaber to boot. Obi-Wan, meanwhile, rocking a tan robe there, which kind of flows down into a darker tan over there on his knees, following up with another tool belt full of lots of tools to help him out in the battle. A little bit more tan here with some brown for the kind of shirt area, with still some tattering as well. Mostly in the same part, mostly around the same areas as Anakin, and then some arms, which are also the tan. So a lot of tan on Obi-Wan here. He does have his common orange there beard with his orange hair there, with as well a more stern face. However, he looks a bit more focused than Anakin, as seen by the results of the battle. Over on the back side of the head, both of them are very much enraged at this point. Anakin far more than Obi-Wan here. However, nothing too much on the leg printing, so nothing too crazy there. However, they both still have their belt there. Obi-Wan with a bit more storage, Anakin with a bit more of that shiny silver utility, with both of them having kind of that opening. Obi-Wan with a bit more of a battle ready, which looks more like a hood. However, both of them are still like an opening to kind of reveal the underclothing that's there. Obi-Wan, of course, having fully tan, while Anakin having the dark brown because of the dark brown underlayering with a darker overrobe. Now, both of them, again, still tattered from the battle. However, Anakin far more menacing with that face, now eyes yellow, with a much more open anger in his face, while Obi-Wan still a bit more relaxed, still has that beard, and is still a bit angrier than he was before. However, he has not gone to full loads of insanity like Anakin has. Now, the duel area itself is quite small and compact, which is pretty good for storage areas. You can extend it out so that it's wider or a bit more square shaped, depending on what kind of duel you plan on having. But you do have a little bit of space there to put your minifigures. You can put them up here to fight. You do have some space here, so you can have them fighting over here at the toppling tower, which can either stay upright if you want to have that kind of battle, or you can have it off to the side out of place if you just kind of want to have a bit more of an open area here. So a little bit of versatility with that tower right there. It isn't fully flush with the ground once on this side, but that isn't too much of a problem if you just want to put it out of the way. You do have a little bit of a lava tower here, or magma. Not too sure, but it is just flowing down into the little lake here that does form at the bottom where your main duel will occur with these little robots here. You do have one which is a bit more, if I take it off, which is a bit more interesting here with some eyes and some arms there. So you can do a little bit more with this one, whereas this one is just a little bit of platform. However, this one does have some controls over here on the side. If we take both of these off though, which is a little bit tricky at times, they do slide on these mechanisms here, which in my case did get stuck due to the fact that I was trying to rip them off. But you do also get this lava launcher here, which you can press on to kind of launch some lava out. It doesn't really work too efficiently. You can kind of just launch it out and it might hit Obi-Wan or Anakin if they're over here. However, not too much happening in that department. The lake itself is decently detailed with red, orange, and also some translucent orange, which is pretty nice, and you do have some black rocks here to kind of match the terrain of Mustafar. There's not too much other than just sticking both of them on these platforms and then kind of just whacking them around trying to get them to collide their lightsabers. But realistically, this is one of those things where it's like, okay, you've got yourself a scene for Mustafar, and realistically, if you're not intending to use this for any sort of play, you just get yourself the Anakin and the Obi-Wan minifigure, and maybe you just kind of display them fighting here. But aside from that, you're not really seeing too much from the set. If you're not really going to be battling, there's nothing too much that's going to go on here, because it is a $20 playset, which realistically its sole purpose is to kind of battle with these two minifigures. If you've got more, just throw them in there. But there's not too much that's really going on here. There is some fun stuff that you can do, but realistically the diversity of what you can really accomplish is a bit minute. There's enough, but if you're trying to use this for extended purposes, it's going to get stale pretty quickly. So I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.